what we did by chanting and bringing those vibrations into us, and then by filling ourselves with light and holding that image. These are the images. These are some of the images. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're holding the light in that shape and form. So there's all these different rays of light, all these different images of light. So here we have two. Saraswati. Saraswati means she who flows. Because Saraswati was a river, and she brought birth and nurturing to all the people that lived along her. So they honored her and worshipped her. So she brought that wisdom of life to the people who lived by the river. And that flow of wisdom is what we were hearing today in the course that we were doing in the teacher training. People were doing the light, and then there was a flow of wisdom that started to come. And this is what the light brings. And she's the goddess of wisdom, knowledge, of poetry, of sound, that vibration. So when we go to her, when we go to that place in ourselves where the wisdom lives, where the wisdom flows, then we can connect with that. So she's very special, and everything about her seems to be flowing. Then there's Mary with her baby, and we all know her. We all know her from our culture. And we all know her somewhere inside of that, what it takes to be a mother. Even if you haven't been a mother, if you've got a spiritual baby, you'll understand what it means. But if you have been a mother, you really know. There's a great responsibility. The baby is there 24 hours a day, demanding and needing and requiring care. So does your spiritual baby. And so how to give it to yourself, how to really treasure that part, how to hear the cry, how to know the different sounds of your baby. And there she is. Look, it just looks so precious. This is the ultimate in motherhood. But let me tell you, there are other moments. From experience. And Swami Radhananda often said, okay, I've changed your dirty nappies, now you'll have a chance to do it on other aspirants that come along. It's that kind of, it's that doing the work part too. It requires that. So we have to look after each other as well, because we all start somewhere as young ones, and we have to be looked after and have that patience to live through, and that tenacity for us all to live through whatever we've been through in our life. So it's an incredible process, this coming into life and how we do it, and what we bring into life and how we care for that life. And so it's just very important that we know that we have just this amount of time. But the possibilities of taking things to other levels. So through the mantra, allowing that part of ourselves to open, through the light opening up to what's inside, and using it to evolve. And often, when I first came to the ashram, was sort of my introduction to Divine Mother, because it wasn't an idea that I was able to get myself for some reason. It was just hard enough to be a woman and to do the things I was doing, never mind divine woman, Divine Mother. And so the first time I came for the 10 days, that we had a day of chanting. And it was in the beach prayer room. And I was chanting, and we each had this time to chant by ourselves. And all of a sudden, there was this image of a young woman, and it was Tara. And for me, it was just very interesting that she would appear like that. And I was asking, what should I do? And, how could I evolve? And, because being a mother, being everything, you've got to be doing something. And this Tara just lifted me up, and I was in her arms, similar to that. And she just held me. And I said, well, what do I have to do? And she just held me. Oh, what do I... Finally, I got it. I had to be there with her. And that was just very precious to understand that there was that part that would look after, that would hold, that would come when she was called to help me evolve. So that was interesting to know, and everybody has that part come in their own way. So it's not limited to women, and it's not limited, just not limited. She's just there, whatever form. And so she'll always take a form. And a form, that Swami Radha said, to let the form emerge, because you have met her before. She has been there. And so then it becomes very important that you don't take on somebody else's form. So when you're filling your body with light, you're filling your form. You're the goddess. You're the person who is filled with light. You're the image that is light in that form. So it has to have a form, so we interact with each other, and then we have to remember who we're interacting with. Not just anybody. Interacting with the light. And so it's to take that flow that we have, that we know that looks chaotic at first, but comes in. And it's very interesting to not leave it in practice or spiritual or holy, but to take it right into your day and see if you can find the flow. Take it right into your business and see if she's working there. It's just like, so something new comes in and we want to put it up, we change. Something new comes into our life, we change. Something new comes into the ashram, we have to change. So we wanted to get away from the hierarchical way and to meet the flow as it comes. And the flow comes with the limitation, it comes with who comes, it comes with what comes, and it comes when it comes. And it's not up to us. But if we meet it, then it's like it's there. It's like ready and fresh, and it brings something very, very different. It's not a rule. It's not a way. It's just how it is. That's what Swami Radha would say. Can you look at what is? Can you be Radha and accept what is? So There's just many ways to meet her. See the images. See how she presents herself. And then look at yourself. How are you presenting yourself to the world? What is the image that you want to create? We all have a choice. Om Saraswati, Om Mary, Om Tara, Om Radha, Kali, Om Durga. Namaste.